discovered GF was talking with other men. Basically, for context of what happened, me I'm 19, and my GFF 18 have been together for almost a year and things have been great. We talk regularly, go out on dates often, and spend lots of time together. I am currently in the Army National Guard and she is about to go to college with plans to work in the government field. We met in high school but didn't start dating until our senior year and she is honestly just great. Family and friends have asked often if we would stay together considering me in the military and her going into college, and I have always felt so safe and comfortable answering yes. We do plan to stay together. We discussed it before, but I've always trusted her and never once doubted her loyalty until last night. She recently returned from a trip to Europe with her mother and seemed to have a ton of fun. I went to her house yesterday to spend the day together since we hadn't seen each other in a little over a week. It was just another good day being with her and her family. We went and picked blueberries so she could make her famous blueberry muffin cookies, which were delicious, by the way. And we spend the rest of the day chilling, watching TV, and just enjoying our quality time like usual. She ended up taking a nap and my phone died while she was sleeping on top of me. As to not wake her by putting it on the charger, I simply grabbed her phone and continued watching the YouTube video I was watching, just on her phone. She then woke up and just asked what I was doing and I told her just that. She then got up and went to use the restroom and get one last batch of cookies in the oven and I seen a notification from one of those apps to make friends you'd see on TikTok or Instagram. She had told me she had the app before but never uses it anymore since she was dating me, just that she never got around to deleting it. I brushed it off at the time, not giving it any thought because I trust her. I then attempted to swipe away from the notification and I clicked on it. Me being curious, I read the message because it was from some guy and I seen that she had been frequently using this app and lied about it. She had been texting guys, many of them hitting on her, and she was encouraging it. I wouldn't necessarily consider some of this cheating, I guess, but she, however, was being very friendly with some of these guys. For example, I read a conversation that had one of these guys hitting on her saying, "Let me marry you and let's make out," and she would respond, "Okay," or say "I'm on my way" as in a joking matter. But to me, you didn't feel all that funny. Most of these conversations would end in them giving each other their socials such as Snapchat or Instagram. So naturally, I followed them to her Snapchat and Instagram and many of these guys would continue to head on her and she would not encourage it. But they would snap back and forth with a couple cases, her saving these guys snaps and chat with them flexing or just pictures of their face. With me already very angry and my heart pounding out of my chest at this point, she walked back in the room and I told her I was tired and wanted to go home. With me being dropped off at her house instead of driving there, I was going to have her bring me home, so she drove me home and we didn't talk much on the way home. But she knew that there was something wrong with me because I seemed kind of pissed off, but didn't really say anything. It wasn't until we pulled into my driveway when I said, "There's something that I wanted to talk to you about." I then told her that I had clicked on the notification and naturally got curious and looked through some of these messages and chats and then followed them to her Snapchat and Instagram and went through some of these chats. I told her that I wanted her to be honest with me and not lie to me to spare my feelings, but that she needed to explain to me what the hell was going on. She told me that she knows she messed up and that she shouldn't have had the app, that she had it before we were dating, and just never got around to deleting it, and that she did like friends, but most of these guys were just hitting on her and she should have told me about it and she shouldn't have been so stupid. She said that there was nothing else that I didn't know about and that it will never happen again, mind you. She was saying all of this in tears and I was in tears, because I thought that she was cheating on me and I don't exactly know how to feel about this situation. Wasn't out here having intercourse with other guys, and to my knowledge she wasn't sending any explicit photos or receiving them or encouraging anything like that. But on the other hand, she was still talking to these guys and encouraging the compliments and hitting on her, and she was hiding it all behind my back. Conversation last night, I told her basically that if this ever happens again, if I find anything else that we are done, that this can never happen again and it better not happen again. She agreed that she messed up. She apologized a million times. By the end of the conversation in the car last night, I told her that I was willing to forgive her, but that it can never happen again. I told her that next time a guy hits on her or says anything in that type of manner that I would extremely appreciate if she would come and tell me. I told her that all of this was completely over the line and I was not happy with her. I did expect our relationship to be over last night, but I told myself last night that I just needed to forgive her and push it out of my head. But most of today I keep thinking about it and it honestly feels like a betrayal, as if she were cheating, even though she wasn't at the same time. I don't know how to feel about this. We're currently on normal speaking terms and I'm trying to act as if last night never happened as to not cause any more problems. I do feel like she is truly sorry, but she has broken the trust that I had for her before. If any of you guys have advice or any words of encouragement, I would love to hear them. I just don't know a little dramatic or if my feelings are justified.